In today's rapidly evolving world, workplaces, communities, and even families are experiencing unprecedented diversity in terms of generational presence. From baby boomers to Generation Z, each group brings its own values, habits, work ethics, and communication style. Understanding and managing generational differences is not just a matter of tolerance, but a crucial strategy for harmony, productivity, and mutual respect. These differences, when managed well, can create an enriching environment where people learn from each other and grow together. However, when misunderstood or dismissed, they can cause friction, reduce efficiency, and lead to unnecessary conflict. To navigate these differences, we must first understand the characteristics of each generation. Baby boomers, born between 1946 and 1964, tend to value hard work, loyalty, and hierarchy. They'd often prefer face-to-face communication and take pride in a traditional work ethic. Generation X, born between 1965 and 1980, grew up during a time of transition and uncertainty. They value independence, are tech-savvy to some extent, and are often skeptical of authority. Millennials, born between 1981 and 1996, grew up in a digital world and are known for valuing flexibility, work-life balance, and purpose-driven careers. Generation Z, born from 1997 onwards, are true digital natives. They are entrepreneurial, inclusive, and value diversity and instant communication. With such varied backgrounds and values, it's only natural that generational clashes occur. But the goal is not to erase these differences, but to embrace and leverage them. One key strategy to handle generational differences is communication. Open, transparent, and respectful communication allows people to express their values and expectations. For example, while a baby boomer may prefer a phone call or an in-person meeting, a Gen Z individual might be more comfortable with a quick text or email. Being aware of these preferences and adapting communication styles accordingly can prevent misunderstandings and foster stronger relationships. Another crucial factor is empathy. Understanding where the other person is coming from helps build bridges rather than walls. Empathy allows us to see past our assumptions and truly appreciate someone else's perspective. For instance, younger generations might feel that older co-workers are resistant to change, while older individuals might think that younger people lack discipline. By putting ourselves in each other's shoes, we can challenge these assumptions and promote mutual respect. Education also plays a significant role in handling generational differences. Offering training programs that focus on intergenerational communication, emotional intelligence, and unconscious bias can equip people with the skills they need to navigate diverse environments. These programs should not be limited to any one generation. Everyone can benefit from learning how to better relate to others. Mentorship is another effective tool. Pairing older employees with younger ones fosters a two-way learning environment. While the senior person might share knowledge, experience, and stability, the younger individual can introduce new technology, fresh perspective, and contemporary trends. Such mentorship relationships can break down stereotypes and build lasting connections. Flexibility in the workplace is also essential. Recognizing that different generations may prefer different working styles and schedules can lead to a more inclusive environment. For instance, millennials and Gen Z often appreciate flexible hours and remote work, while older generations may value a more structured routine. Offering a range of options allows individuals to work in ways that suit them best, increasing satisfaction and productivity. Leadership also plays a pivotal role in managing generational diversity. Leaders must set the tone by modeling inclusive behavior, encouraging collaboration, and addressing conflict constructively. They should recognize the strengths of each generation and assign roles accordingly. For example, baby boomers' experience in crisis management can complement millennials' digital marketing skills in a project team. Encouraging cross-generational collaboration can lead to innovative solutions and a deeper understanding of different viewpoints. Addressing conflict promptly and constructively is also essential. When generational differences lead to misunderstandings or disagreements, it's important to approach the situation with a problem-solving mindset rather than assigning blame. Facilitated discussions, mediation, and feedback sessions can help clarify misunderstandings and strengthen team cohesion. Recognition and appreciation should be tailored to generational preferences as well. Some generations may appreciate public acknowledgement, while others may prefer private, personalized feedback. Understanding these nuances can help managers and team leaders motivate their teams more effectively. In addition to workplace dynamics, generational differences can also impact families and social groups. And for instance, grandparents and Grandchildren may struggle to relate due to differences in technology usage or values. In such cases, patience and mutual effort are key, encouraging shared activities, open conversations, and learning from each other's experiences can bridge these gaps and strengthen family bonds. Cultural influences also shape generational perspectives. It's important to recognize that generational differences are not uniform across all societies. What defines Generation X in one country might be slightly different in another. Being sensitive to cultural context while addressing generational diversity ensures a more inclusive and respectful approach. Technology is a major factor that accentuates generational divide. While older generations may find rapid technological changes overwhelming, younger generations often take them for granted. Providing tech training for older employees or family members can help them adapt and feel more confident. Similarly, younger people can benefit from learning traditional methods and appreciating the value of offline experiences. Celebrating diversity is perhaps the most empowering way to handle generational differences. By acknowledging and celebrating the unique contributions of each generation, we create an environment where everyone feels valued. This can be done through team-building activities, storytelling sessions, or diversity days that highlight each generation's strengths and experiences. Emotional intelligence is a foundational skill in managing generational differences. The ability to recognize and manage our own emotions, as well as empathize with others, enables us to respond to situations thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Emotional intelligence training can help individuals navigate complex social interactions and build stronger, more respectful relationships across generational lines. Feedback is another area where generational preferences differ. Younger generations often crave regular, real-time feedback, while older individuals may be accustomed to formal annual reviews. Adapting feedback mechanisms to suit individual needs not only improves performance, but also enhances employee engagement. Trust is the glue that binds intergenerational teams. Building trust requires consistency, transparency, and integrity. When individuals feel that their opinions are valued and that their contributions matter, they are more likely to collaborate effectively and support each other. Trust also means giving people the benefit of the doubt and assuming good intentions. Storytelling is a powerful tool for bridging generational gaps. Sharing personal experiences, challenges, and triumphs helps humanize individuals and fosters empathy. Encouraging employees or family members to share their stories can create a sense of connection and understanding that transcends age differences. Creating inclusive policies and practices is essential for organizations that want to thrive in a multi-generational environment. These policies should promote equal opportunities, respect for diverse perspectives, and flexibility in work arrangements. Inclusion should be woven into the fabric of the organization, not treated as a checkbox exercise. Role models and champions of diversity can inspire others to embrace generational differences, identifying and promoting individuals who actively foster inclusion and collaboration can set a positive example for others to follow. These role models should come from all generations, demonstrating that everyone has a part to play in building an inclusive culture. Ultimately, handling generational differences is about creating a culture of respect, understanding, and collaboration. It's about recognizing that every individual, regardless of age, has something valuable to offer. When we move beyond stereotypes and engage with each other as human beings, we unlock the true potential of diversity. Whether in the workplace, family, or community, embracing generational differences enriches our lives and prepares us for a more harmonious future. By investing time and effort into understanding and valuing each other, we can transform generational differences from a source of tension into a wellspring of strength and innovation. The journey towards generational harmony begins with a single step: listening. Listening to each other's stories, struggles, and dreams opens the door to empathy and connection. In a world that often highlights divisions, let us choose to build bridges, one conversation at a time. As we continue exploring the complexities of handling generational differences, it's important to recognize that successful navigation requires not just intellectual understanding, but also emotional commitment. Creating a generationally inclusive culture doesn't happen overnight. It demands intentional action, continuous learning, and mutual respect. It starts with leaders taking initiative to educate themselves and others about the distinct values and motivations of each generation. Leaders who are open-minded and culturally competent are better equipped to guide diverse teams towards shared goals. One effective way to build generational harmony is through the creation of intergenerational project teams. These teams should be balanced in terms of age, experience, and perspective. By bringing together people from different age groups to work collaboratively on common objectives, organizations can foster innovation and synergy. Younger members may bring fresh ideas and digital fluency, while older members contribute institutional knowledge and wisdom. This mutual exchange not only enhances productivity but also strengthens interpersonal relationships. Flexibility and compromise are crucial traits in any intergenerational interaction. For example, younger employees may value a flexible work schedule, while older employees might prefer consistency and routine. Finding a middle ground that respects both preferences is key to maintaining morale and harmony. The same principle applies in families where different generations must share space and responsibilities. Rather than insisting on a single way of doing things, families can agree on systems that work for everyone. This might involve rotating chores, discussing holiday traditions, or deciding how to spend quality time together. Another area where generational differences come into play is communication style. Boomers may prefer formal communication through emails or meetings, whereas millennials and Gen Zs may favor instant messaging apps or social media. Understanding and respecting these preferences can greatly reduce miscommunication. Setting clear communication guidelines that accommodate everyone's styles ensures that messages are effectively conveyed and received. Educational institutions can also play a vital role in bridging generational divides. By incorporating intergenerational projects into the curriculum, students can learn firsthand from elders in their community. Similarly, older adults can volunteer or mentor in schools, sharing life lessons and gaining insights into youth culture. These interactions not only promote mutual understanding, but also combat ageism and stereotypes. In healthcare settings, generational differences affect how patients and providers interact. Older patients may expect a more paternalistic approach, while younger individuals often prefer shared decision-making. Training healthcare professionals to recognize and adapt to these preferences can lead to better outcomes and improve patient satisfaction. Similarly, public health campaigns must tailor their messaging and platforms to effectively reach different age groups. In politics and civic engagement, generational divides are often pronounced. Each generation may prioritize different issues based on their unique experiences and challenges. Encouraging respectful dialogue and inclusive debate allows communities to develop more balanced and effective policies. Youth councils, senior advisory boards, and intergenerational town halls are examples of platforms that promote such dialogue. Technology remains a double-edged sword in the conversation about generational differences. While it facilitates connections, it can also create barriers if not managed thoughtfully. Organizations should ensure that technology is accessible to all employees, regardless of age. Offering digital literacy programs for older adults and promoting responsible technology use among younger people can reduce friction and foster inclusivity. In personal relationships, patience is the cornerstone of intergenerational harmony. Whether it's a grandparent learning how to use a smartphone or a teenager trying to understand outdated traditions, both parties must exercise patience and kindness. Celebrating small victories and progress can boost confidence and motivation on both sides. Media portrayal of different generations often reinforces stereotypes, creating further division. It's essential to consume media critically and support platforms that offer balanced, nuanced representations of age diversity. Sharing positive stories and experiences of intergenerational collaboration can inspire others to follow suit. Financial habits and expectations also differ significantly across generations. While older generations may value saving and financial security, younger ones might prioritize experiences or social impact investing. Open conversations about money, budgeting, and financial planning can prevent misunderstandings and encourage shared financial goals. Such discussions are especially important in family businesses, inheritance planning, and multi-generational households. Religious and spiritual practices can also vary across generations. Younger people may seek a more personalized or non-traditional spiritual path, while older generations may adhere strictly to rituals and doctrine. Respecting these differences and finding common spiritual ground can enrich family and community life. Community service projects that involve all age groups are a great way to promote unity. Whether it's planting a garden, serving meals, or cleaning up neighborhoods, working together toward a common good fosters camaraderie and breaks down generational barriers. These shared experiences build trust and a sense of belonging. Celebrations and social events can also be designed to be inclusive. Incorporating music, food, and activities that appeal to multiple generations ensures everyone feels welcome and engaged. For instance, at a wedding or reunion, offering a mix of classic and contemporary music can bridge musical taste and encourage interaction. Humor is another powerful connector. While different generations may have varying senses of humor, laughing together creates bonds, and thus, sharing jokes, watching comedies, or storytelling sessions that include lighthearted moments can humanize everyone and ease tension. Emotional safety is a fundamental requirement in intergenerational spaces. Creating environments where people feel safe to express their thoughts and emotions without fear of judgment allows for deeper connections. This means actively listening, validating feelings, and showing compassion. Feedback loops should be open and honest. Instead of criticizing or dismissing differing opinions, individuals should ask clarifying questions and show curiosity. This mindset fosters learning and avoids defensive reactions. For example, if a Gen Z employee questions a process a baby boomer implemented, rather than feeling disrespected, the older employee can explain the rationale while also being open to new suggestions. Language matters greatly when discussing generational differences. Avoiding labels like lazy millennials or stubborn boomers helps prevent prejudice. Reframing differences as strengths instead of weaknesses encourages appreciation. For example, instead of saying Gen Z lacks attention span, recognize their ability to multitask and adapt quickly. Support systems, such as employee resource groups, intergenerational task forces, or family discussion circles, can provide safe spaces for dialogue and support. These platforms allow people to share experiences, ask questions, and build empathy. Lifelong learning is a mindset that bridges generational divides. Encouraging people of all ages to continue learning fosters humility and growth. Older individuals can learn about new technologies, while younger people can study history, culture, and interpersonal skills from their elders. Books, podcasts, and online courses on generational dynamics can deepen understanding and offer practical tools. Leaders can also bring in experts to facilitate workshops or training sessions focused on age diversity. Government policies that support multi-generational interaction are also essential. Tax incentives for family caregivers, funding for senior mentorship programs, and grants for intergenerational housing projects are examples of supportive initiatives. These policies recognize the societal value of age diversity and promote stronger communities. In crisis situations such as natural disasters or pandemics, generational collaboration becomes even more critical. Younger people can assist older individuals with physical tasks or digital needs, while elders can provide emotional stability and historical context. Preparedness plans should include strategies for ensuring that all age groups are considered and protected. Spiritual growth and emotional maturity often increase with age. Older generations can mentor younger individuals in resilience, patience, and gratitude. In return, younger generations can help elders find renewed purpose and relevance. These exchanges create a legacy of wisdom and vitality. Handling generational differences also involves self-awareness. Recognizing our own biases and triggers allows us to interact more effectively with others. Reflecting on our upbringing, values, and communication style can reveal blind spots and areas for growth. Intentional gratitude is another tool for unity. Expressing thanks for someone else's contributions, regardless of their age, nurtures goodwill. Whether it's a senior colleague mentoring a junior employee or a teenager helping a grandparent with technology, appreciation strengthens bonds. Intergenerational friendships are especially powerful. These relationships go beyond family or professional roles and offer genuine companionship where they challenge assumptions and create lasting memories. Communities should create spaces like libraries, parks, and clubs where such friendships can blossom. Finally, fostering generational harmony is a continuous journey, not a destination. It requires humility, openness, and a willingness to evolve. As the world changes, so do the values and experiences of each generation. Staying curious, kind, and committed to growth ensures that these changes become opportunities rather than obstacles. In conclusion, handling generational differences is about recognizing the beauty in diversity. It's about celebrating what each age group brings to the table and working together to build a more inclusive, understanding, and compassionate world. When we listen deeply, speak kindly, and act with integrity, we don't just bridge generations, we unite humanity.